It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Hey guys, it's Danny Bell. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Ponybell doing just a fun little build. It's almost summertime, you guys, and I'm so excited because we've been doing all kinds of really fun subscriber island tours here on the channel. For today, I just wanted to do a little build in this area on Ponybell. I've been really trying to think of something fun to do with this space, and I thought since it's almost summertime, why don't we turn this into a fun summer boardwalk? So I thought it'd be fun to create this build. I figured it would be some great inspo for anybody working on their beaches. You could totally replicate this build on your front beaches of your island. So let's speed things up and get going. Okay, so first things first, I decided that since this isn't actually on our beach, I needed to put down some in-game paths. So we're gonna go ahead and cover this entire area with the in-game sand path. I decided to do this because I haven't 100% decided what we're gonna do with the beaches on Ponybell yet. I considered for a minute blocking off the beaches, going a more simple route for the first time ever on one of my islands, and just sort of focusing on the main area of the island. But just in case in the event that I don't, I wanted to have the option to keep it open. So what I decided to do is create this whole entire area in sand, and then we'll go ahead and start laying down some overlays to kind of create a more detailed vibe. Alright, so as you notice, this is right where our river mouth connects onto the island, and we're going to be having a bridge connect to the opposite end. I thought it might be fun to do a more natural style beach build on the back side of this island. I don't know, I guess because the release for the Dream Address will probably happen midsummer for this island, I wanted to have a nice beachy area. One of my favorite things about My Little Pony was the fact that there were these really super cute sort of seahorses that were part of My Little Pony, and I thought it would be fun to maybe incorporate some of this shell furniture back there and maybe even put a couple of villager houses back there eventually. So we're going to save that area perhaps for a couple of villager houses and maybe even pop in a lighthouse or two for a little bit more natural vibe. But for this particular section, we definitely need to add in a cute little boardwalk, and I really love this board pattern. We use this for the entrance for one of our little library builds, and I just really love it, so I was really excited to be able to have an excuse to use it again. I'll be sure to put in the description of the video, you'll find a link to my Pinterest page where you can find any of the custom design codes for the pattern for this build, as well as any other ones for any of the builds we've done so far in Ponybell or any of the other islands you've seen on the channel as well. Okay, let's start placing some furniture. We're going to be using a lot of this loft bunk bed desk set over here just to kind of layer and create the look of little stalls, little food stall buildings, and we're going to layer it with some simple panels with these custom designs to create the look of different faux buildings. I really love this little hot dog pattern. I found this on the portal simply by searching with some keywords, and I really love this. I was thankfully able to find a few others that are going to coordinate really well with some of our builds today, and I think it's going to look super cute by the time we're finished. So this particular build is going to be a hot dog stand, and I really like some of the items. We don't have an actual food item that's a hot dog in the game, unfortunately, but I think we can make do and use some of these other sandwich items to kind of look like a hot dog. I know. There's a few different things that I really hope that Animal Crossing will have in the next game. We need a taco in this game. I feel like that's another item that I really wish we had. Hot dogs and tacos, Nintendo, please. We definitely need those items in the game. Alright, for our second little building, we're going to do a fry stand. I feel like every boardwalk I've ever visited has had some sort of fry stand, and so I found that this would be necessary. Again, we found a really cute little pattern in pink because this is going to be a pink city. I thought it would be really cute to do a pink and blue style boardwalk. Again, kind of going with the cute city theme and just kind of placing a lot of the items in between. And then for our third little building, I thought it would be fun to do a cotton candy stall. I figured this is again another fun boardwalk treat that I feel like is pretty common, and since we do have quite a few cotton candy items and even the holdable edible cotton candy item in the game now, I thought it would be a fun additional item to place down and even drop to make this build a little bit more interactive. So we're just going to go ahead and layer with a short simple panel and then a regular size simple panel using some of these different patterns to make the build really pop, and then adding a cotton candy stall here in the pink, of course, just to kind of add a little bit of a flare on the side. And then customizing these stalls, I think, with the awning adds a really nice little touch for each of these little buildings. You can even add some tables and chairs of different colors and varieties to mix and match up to create a little seating space if you want for your area. Now, if you're looking to do an area where you can walk through like this, you can sort of spin around some items like this Plaza game stand. Now, this obviously has a game if you're facing the actual item, but if you flip it around the other way, you really can't tell. It definitely looks like an ice cream stand, right? We're gonna create the look of a little changing room area over here using the wooden storage sheds over here, and then just a cute little beach area with a towel and this little umbrella lounging area and just a few little accoutrements like the sandals and the little tote bag and umbrella. I thought would be a fun little touch. But all in all, I really love how this came together. It's just a fun beachy little build that you might be able to find some space on your island to put in. Now, of course, if you're not doing a pink city style island, you could for sure switch out these patterns to make it fit your vibe on your island. But I think it's a really fun, fairly easy little versatile build that you could pop in. I do like to customize the top of these bunk beds just because that particular area on this item can be customized. So I feel like if you customize the top, it really does add a nice touch to the build. I'm gonna do one more little walkthrough so you can check it out. Yes, I love it. And as I said before, depending on whether or not I decide to deck out the beaches on Ponybell, I wanted to leave this area open because I wanted to have beach access if I end up deciding to decorate the vertical beaches over here. But I really love how this came together. The flower pattern on the boards looks ultra cute and I think is going to go really well with the vibe on the island. And I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. Now, depending on what kind of items you want to add to this, you could for sure swap out some of the styles of these stalls. So if you're not looking to do food stalls, you could change up the variety. You could do little game stalls. You could do anything really that you would see on a boardwalk in real life. I really like to draw inspiration in real life on my islands, and I think that if you go online and look for pictures or just experience anything you've seen in real life on vacation, I think can be a great way to come up with ideas on how you want to transform your builds on your island. All right, guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this build. I hope it brought you tons of inspiration for what you might be able to do to take back on your islands. And if you enjoy this type of content, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing y'all an amazing day. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.